Oh, I saw that tree right down. Awesome. Welcome back to Mud Lake Ranch. Today we're here with a shotgun review on the Spandau S2 Semiautomatic 12 gauge shotgun. This is a 24-inch barrel gun that I intend to use for turkey hunting. So we're gonna get into the box, show you everything that's included, assemble the firearm, and then we're gonna do a patterning of 3 different 3-inch shotgun shells that I intend to use for turkey hunting. This is a Turkish-made shotgun. Nothing to do with turkey, but I intend to use it for turkey hunting. This is a affordable option to get into bird hunting sports or whatever you'd like to do with semi-automatic shotguns. And as you'll see in a moment, this has a excellent camouflage pattern. This one is in Mossy Oak Bottomland. We have storms threatening all around me right now. One just passed and I found a small gap, but it's raining on me. Let's get this thing open and see what's inside. I usually like to keep the boxes, but I think Mother Nature is going to take this one away from me. But inside the box, you're going to find the 12 gauge receiver here. I probably should keep that in the plastic for now. I love this oversized handle, but we'll get into that later. It comes with your gun lock. It comes with additional shims to lengthen your length of pull. And it comes with a box of choke tubes. So you got modified cylinder and full, as well as a nice choke tube wrench. Quite a nice little box that comes in as well. And then you have your barrel. So the barrel buried underneath here, let me get this stuff out of the way, is also in Mossy Oak Bottomland Camo. It comes with your retail packaging identifier here. This comes off before you use the gun, but if you were selling it at retail, this would be left on the firearm. I'm gonna get this thing in out of the rain for now. Let this storm pass and assemble it off camera. We'll get to our shooting, and then after we get our shooting done, we'll compare those 3 types of 3-inch ammo to figure out what we're going to use to hunt turkey tomorrow. We have very few weeks left of turkey hunting, and I'm only able to hunt the weekends. And tomorrow is Sunday, and we can only hunt till noon. And then we only, I think, have 2 more weekends after that. And I could get up early before work, but that's just not gonna happen. I have a miserable if I don't get enough sleep. But in addition to those chokes that were included, it also runs on Benelli chokes. In this one, what is this one called? I can't remember. I think it's an Undertaker. Yeah, this is an Undertaker. All right, so this is the 12 gauge Undertaker turkey choke that I intend to use in this. We're gonna use the full choke first, run 3 different rounds that we have, and then we're gonna run 3 rounds using the Undertaker turkey choke, see which one we like better at our practical hunting distances. But this rain is not much fun. It's interfering with my ability to get anything done. Then we'll do a full review on the gun, walk you through all of the features of this shotgun. Okay, so it didn't stop raining. It's not stopped raining. I see some sun on the horizon, but what I plan to do is I'm gonna go to another lake where I have a pavilion, and I'm not afraid of water, but I also need the camera to actually be able to film and not have the lens covered with rain. Ooh, a little greasy. I felt the tail going off the road there. It's dirt road in my house. It's not a real road. So we use something to keep the camera out of the rain while I just fire off the shots. Still need to do the review. We'll get you. We'll do the review for you. Looking good. All right, conditions are not ideal, but they're not terrible. So we're gonna go into the pavilion, which hasn't been unloaded yet. So there's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 picnic tables still in there. We have cover over where the food area is. So we're gonna go over there where we cook, and instead of using a normal target stand, I'm gonna staple the targets to a tree. We haven't unpacked camp here yet because, well, it's rained nonstop for a million years. Let me turn this around. Just past that broken stump, actually, yeah, somewhere around there. I'm gonna staple that tree. It's about 30, probably 30, 32, 33 yards. And we'll do our shooting here from the grill. So we're gonna shoot out that way off of here. You know, total turkey. This is my turkey blind now. We're gonna shoot out of my barbecue turkey range. All right, let's go do it. All right, the gun. We've assembled it. It was a little difficult to put together. We struggled. It should be easy, but we really had to force the barrel and the forend in harder than we expected to. The little piece of metal that was here, that is discarded. That covered up your bolt release button. The rubberized hand grip, a little embarrassed to say that's just a shipping thing to keep it from poking through your cardboard box. So that's garbage, unless you really like it, but it's garbage. The gun itself, we're going to get into that a little bit. Probably more after we shoot it. I might repeat myself a little bit, but the camouflage pattern is Mossy Oak Bottomland, which is very popular right now. The gun come with one other choke that I didn't cover earlier, and it is an extended ported improved cylinder, I believe it was. Not quite what I'd want for turkey. So we've installed the turkey choke that we told you we were going to put on here, and that looks pretty sweet. I love the turkey track designs. If that's available on Amazon, I'll leave a link in the description. The coating is not Cerakote. This is a hydro dip type film, or hydro film. You can see there's a seam where they join, and on the back side of the gun you get a little bit of warping with the Mossy Oak Bottomland logo, which is kind of a dead giveaway. Trigger guard is plastic, and we did remove the restrictor, the plug in here, to allow us to have one more round. Now it will do 3+1 instead of 2+1. It does have an awesome knurled extended handle there. I really like that. That'll be easy to operate with gloves. And up top it is pre-drilled, threaded to accept Benelli style mounts. So I haven't explored what they have available, but I do like the sight picture down that pin to the front sight. So it should be more than adequate for what we're going to be doing for turkey hunting. Only thing I would have liked to have seen, if it was, it'd be a huge improvement if it was optics ready for a red dot back here. But it's a very inexpensive shotgun, but quite gorgeous. We have already run this Federal Field low brass, and it cycled properly out of the box. So this thing already, I know it can shoot low brass. Now let's see how it performs with these turkey loads. We have Winchester Super X, and we're using that because I have a lot of them. Remington Premium Magnum. I don't even know if this is still available, but I believe it replaced Nitro Turkey. I have Nitro Turkey, but I didn't bring it out because I think that's the one they discontinued. And then Longbeard XR, which is a fan favorite and very terminal, very effective, and quite popular. And information you don't need to know, I was lucky that I forgot, or that I store a staple gun in the pavilion cupboards, so I have something to staple the targets up down yonder. I'm gonna hit that tree. It's not letting me zoom, so furthest tree that you can see past that slanted one, that's where I'm gonna staple these two. It'd be like almost real turkey hunting, you know, he's shooting past a turned over old turtle sandbox and a slide that's drilled to a tree. That's what you expect, right, from a hunting channel? We're not a hunting channel, we're a shooting channel. Let's go. Slight change of plans. I've decided I didn't want to walk through the briars over there. So what I've done is I've stapled 3 targets side by side by side, and we have 3 different rounds. I'm going to shoot at those. Much more open area, and then I don't have to walk through thorns with shorts on. So let's do right to left, left to right, right to left to right. We'll we're going to go Winchester Super X first on the left target. We're going target to the left first with Winchester Super X. A lot more recoil than I expected. Whew. All right, next up, let's hope I hit good because I don't want to waste. Ooh. It's a gnarly ass round. My guess is that these are the ones that are discontinued. Holy shit. Oh, that's pretty gross. Whatever. Remington. All right, let's see how we did. And that one I shot Winchester first, followed by a Remington. It's my last one of those. And then an XR. Let's hope I got somewhere near the targets. This is the Winchester. A lot of the pattern is down in here. Maybe wadding might have hit up there. This is the Remington, and also I'm hitting low right on both of those. And because these targets are designed kind of funky, you don't have the body. I was aiming more up at the head, and it still hit low. And the XR, which is always the winner, no matter what I do, traced dead center all the way up. I mean, there's vital. It just trashed this target. And you can, it shredded the paper. That's the XRs. That is the Remington. Remington has nothing, except they're all down there. And then the Winchester, which has done well for me. Usually pattern is great. I hit a lot in this corner with a few strays, neck. They were good. And I was aiming here, so that's not super. So at least I'm getting an idea how that gun shoots. I need to put up another target. XR kicks butt. And the Winchester did fine. That Remington, which I'm out of anyway, we're done with it. This little pattern's kind of interesting, like a perfect circle. I mean, those were the first 6 rounds that were ever fired through this gun. Safe's on. We're gonna do one more of this Winchester's, and then we're gonna mag dump some field and target for you. That's sharp. Kicks like heck. All right, safe's on. It was a single shot, not a, sorry about flagging the camera, but. So for me, I'm still hitting low, One BB, highest BB is here. Everything else is down here, and I feel like I had the sight super low on this thing, so I'm gonna try positioning the gun so that I can get the front bead up a whisker, back down a little bit. Again, didn't have that problem with XR, so. Again, these are the Winchesters. I have lots of them, so. All right, turkey. Let's go, turkey. Man, if I line those, if I can see the, let's try to see in the red bead. I think I've been lining it so I have the red bead blocked by the silver bead. Now let's see what we got that time. Safety on. All right, this was a much better result with the Winchester. Yeah, he got a lot in the throat. Excellent shot placement. And for that one, I had to place red bead above the back bead. And I was lining them up previously. Rain's finally starting to let up a little bit. That looks like a decent angle. I have 3 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. This is low brass, and it's the Federal, just to show that this gun is capable of you having some fun at the range with your friends, clay shooting, or hunting small game, besides turkey loads, because turkey loads are kind of a murder on the shoulder. Did not work. That's the second time that's happened. The first rounds we shot, it did not cycle the first time. So we'll give that one more try. I want to ensure you'll have fun. This isn't what I'd call broke in yet, but Inertia driven gun, excited to have it. Let's get a couple more rounds downrange before we close this video up with our thoughts. Don't want that surprise. That was an XR. There we go. And we are ready to roll with succession shots. Succession shots. This stump is bad news. Did it again. Did it again. Well. Oh. And stop. Real stovepipe. All right, let's try it again. Man, sort of in range. All right, these are gonna be 3 turkey loads because I want to abuse myself for you folks. One's already in the chamber. Barrel's getting a little hot. That I'm gonna have bruising tomorrow. That's something. But the good news is, I think it stopped raining, at least for tonight. Here's the unfortunate tree that I hit with those 3 shots. It looks like I might have only hit it with one of them, but definitely sawed it up pretty good. It's not even cold out, it's just super humid. So like friggin' winter. Anyway, this gun is currently loaded, so I can finish it off. I want to be honest with my folks. So out of the box, this thing looks absolutely amazing. I love that it comes with the 4 chokes, one in the gun, which was the extended ported improved cylinder, and the full cylinder and modified chokes that came in that nice little case. That was an outstanding addition. The fact that it commingles and works with Benelli is fantastic. And I'm laughing right now because my front sight post fell off. It's not there. So, man, we're not even through 2 boxes of shells. Maybe I can see on video where that fell out, but yeah, front sight is absent currently. And I wanted to hunt with this tomorrow. That is a bummer. And I don't have the scope mounts or dot mounts that work with Benelli that this is drilled and tapped for. So this is pre-drilled and tapped, compatible with Benelli components, and the Benelli choke, Benelli Mobil or Benelli cryo choke that is on this currently. The finish is a little weak, gorgeous looking, but I'll get you some B-roll, get you up close here. There's some wear before even using it up in the corner of the ejection port already. There is some scuffing before even out of the package along the barrel here. Front sight post is absent. The length of pull was ideal for me. I'm a shorter armed, wider build than some hunting folks, so the additional plates, I'm not sure how they go in here. We'll get to that in a second after we cover off on the rest of the gun. Sling point mounts. It has a sling point mount built into the rear buttstock and a sling point swivel mount on the front of the nut that holds the barrel on. Outstanding looking finish and fantastic partnership with Mossy Oak, because this Mossy Oak Bottomland is a preferred camo pattern right now. I love the extended charging handle, I'll call it, on the bolt. I don't really care for the cross bolt safety on the trigger. I prefer the top safety. That's just a preference. It works fine. It does what it's supposed to. Loads like other semi-autos. This button, the bolt release button, appears to be a little crooked. Could be by design. Could just be the way it's built. Plastic trigger guard leaves little to be desired. I won't talk about actual trigger. It's a little stiff, but it's a shotgun. I did like that the rear rail here, where it's drilled and tapped, acts sort of like goalposts to center your one, and your rear pin and your front pin is just absent now. It decided to check out for the day. My kids are going to be mad because they wanted to use this for turkey hunting as well. I don't need these. Hopefully I'm not yelling. All right, so it works. It went together nice. It's a very affordable shotgun, so that's a consideration if you're looking to get a waterfowl or turkey shotgun. I'd recommend maybe Blue Loctite that bead in before you use it for whatever you're doing. Now on the buttstock here, which we'll get a little zoom in here, it's got a unique design that I haven't experienced with other guns, and I appreciate it. It's got a slight curve of bevel that matches the curvature of your arm. So it really rides in there very nicely, and it's got a slight curvature here that rides inside your pectoral muscle. So it does set well. Recoil wise, this is an inertia gun, not gas, and the recoil was felt. It kicked my butt a little bit. Even with the turkey loads, it did not. I almost feel like it kicked more than my pump guns, because this thing is super light. I'm not sure the exact weight of this gun. I'll leave it in the description, but it's misleadingly light because it is a 24-inch barrel. They offer a 28. It looks stouter than it is. It's a plastic polymer stock not wood stock, not, it's built light. It's a lightweight hunting gun. So I'm happy with it. Let's see if I can freaking retrieve this front sight post before things get too crazy. Luckily it's yeah, it's starting to rain again. Luckily it's starting to rain again. But luckily it's fiber optic, so maybe I can locate it from the last shooting position, which I believe was just to my right. But it should light up, glow a little bit, as long as it's not underneath anything. So far happy with it, minus that. And it's so far not really reliable shooting low brass ammunition. But I plan on cleaning this up, putting some Otis dry lube in it, get it running properly with the low brass stuff. It should run it. Read a lot of other reviews that it runs it just fine. Turkey loads did not have any issue with the turkey loads. I had to get a feel for how it actually shoots and performs with that ammo. So usually I grade things on practicality. Practicality, great camo. Not a finish that will last a long time if you are beating this gun, but it, like all camo's meant to have imperfections to help you blend in, so who cares? It's not a showpiece. It's a really affordable shotgun. It went together fairly easily, not too bad. It loads like all our semi-automatic guns. The fact that it actually commingles with Benelli stuff is a plus. So getting parts won't be an issue. So price, commingling with Benelli. 3-inch is a slight downfall, but I think you should thank them for not running 3.5s in this gun, because it kicks a little more than I expected. Practicality score 6. Affordable. I mean, I wouldn't hesitate to buy one at the price these go for. Semi-automatic at that price, it's around 500 credits, 500 George Washingtons. So that's the MSRP. So you might even be able to get it for less. So imported Turkish gun hasn't failed yet. It has failed to feed, but hasn't failed. We've only had it for a few hours, so that front sight bead, that's killing me. Hopefully we can locate that. I got some blue Loctite in the basement. But stay tuned. We'll give you an update on this gun if we have additional concerns, or if we have great celebration with this gun. If we happen to shoot a turkey with it tomorrow, that would be pretty cool, and we'll get that up on the YouTubes, hopefully in a hunting video. Accuracy, it shoots low to the right for me. I even had the red dot above the back bead, and it still was a little lower than I would have expected. So hopefully we can get that straightened out. Red dot would straighten that out for most people, but the XR shot outstanding through it where I was aiming, so that's what we're using when we shoot this tomorrow. Accuracy, I'm going to call it average. I mean, you're shooting out of a shotgun. It's like a darn near 3/4 to 1 inch tube that you're shooting out of, and at a close distance. So you're going to hit what you're aiming at. I was just not pleased with how accurate it was for me. Finally, it was accuracy, practicality, accuracy. Oh, coolness factor. Oh, this gun's cool. A semi-automatic shotgun in Mossy Oak Bottomland, and it has all the design features, and love the buttstock. Love the fact that it came with a printed glossy box. That's helpful. Helpful because I like printed glossy boxes. I like things that look nice, not plain cardboard. That sucks. The chokes it came with, it would have been cool if it came with extra full, just because turkey hunting is extremely popular, and it's full is fine, but I don't use it. I use that. So maybe we'll use this duck hunting if we can get the sight back on it. Coolness factor, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. It is a semi-auto shotgun. That's cool. That's probably the biggest point, is this oversized charging type handle or bolt handle. I like that. I like the finish design, not the finish itself being dipped. It feels really good in the hands, and it fits the body really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. But anyway, until next time, If you found this video useful, helpful, or interesting, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Oh, I sawed that tree right down. Awesome. All right, bonus footage. All right, we brought the Spandau gun out hunting this morning. It's freaking raining, horrible. Turkeys don't respond well to calls when it's pouring rain, but how did we fix the sight bead? I did not find it. I watched in the video the bead fall off on literally my last shot. I don't know how inconvenient that is. I didn't notice it loose ever. This is not the original sight. So this is a sight we happen to have in our collection, our gun collection. So we literally super glued this on. It used to have adhesive, double-sided adhesive foam, but for some reason out of the box this didn't work. On the gun we put it on, it fell right off. So our track record sucks here. So this is glued on, and it has fired shots since being glued on, and it did not come off. But yeah, I wanted to update you on that. No birds down yet, but bonus footage. You have to see the gun a little bit more. I believe we covered everything on this gun in the video, including the sling post. We didn't cover operation of the gun, so maybe we'll cover that in a different one. I don't know. I don't think we ever got a close-up of this. So the buttstock has some odd curves, and the way it's designed, it fits into the crook of your arm very well. I mean, basically has this for your pectoral muscle, and this for your, this for your pectoral muscle, this for your bicep area, and it goes right into that area very nicely. Now, it kicks like heck. My shoulder hurts today. It wasn't just, it was the turkey loads, but I've shot other turkey guns and they didn't have quite that amount of recoil. It's a Punisher, but it's an affordable Punisher and will take care of the birds. Anyway, thanks for sticking around past the outro to see the update on the Spandau 12 gauge.